Very good evening, Nafke.
Good evening, Shreans. You're looking fabulous.
Thank you.
Oh, you look like those Nanuk from the north. Hi. Very good evening, friends, masters, meditators, fellow travelers. Very, very warm welcome to day 26. Uh, as we near the end of our journey and hopefully beginning a new one as we go along. Today, we are going to discuss soul evolution and soul contracts. A very beautiful metaphysical subject where we delve into the journey of the soul and its travel from a long distance before us. And before that, we'll just recap yesterday's session, which was about transgenerational healing, where we started with discussing how we are all born into a story. So we start believing, as soon as we start growing up, we start believing the stories we've been told, and we become a part of that without really applying our own original self. We discuss the hidden dynamics of family, and we carry belief systems along with our DNA, but we have the free will to change it. And once you understand this, you make free will choices instead of unconscious decisions. And the whole idea is to break that pattern of pain and trauma so that the following generations don't become victims to it. And as we all know by now, we are 99% epigenetic. So we can choose not to give expression to that DNA, which is passed on to us. Then we saw the experiment that found many Jewish children who had PTSD or traumatic stress disorder. And it turned out their ancestors were Holocaust survivors. So they all collectively had PTSD. And the same thing was found in a group of German people when the research was done. And even their collective group consciousness was that of guilt. So it worked on both sides. And then we heard about the eagle and chick anecdote where the eagle starts believing it's a chick when the eagle is growing up with the chicks. So the morale of that story was that your environment can dictate what you start believing yourself to be. So the idea is to rise above that and realize yourself. We saw that beautiful animated video about how in the past we were so connected to our elements and how the mind and spirit were in one place, where the Aboriginal people were then made to feel that they were bad or wrong in some way as industrialization, colonization started coming in. And there was a collective trauma because of that, which now over time in future leads to broken families, weak bodies and hearts. But there's hope, and there are always simple things we can do to change that and use our free will to turn it around. Why is it important to heal from trauma? Because trauma not transformed becomes trauma transferred. So that is one thing to remember very clearly. And then if you remember, we saw the chart of how over 400 years, or let's say about 12 generations, we end up almost accumulating more than 4,000 ancestors. So imagine all their experiences, good, bad, neutral, they're all passed down to us. And that explains many transgenerational healing risk factors. So why we can't heal, there are a lot of risk factors coming from before us, which could be, there were so many, and some of them were war, slavery, child neglect and abuse, poverty, murder, rape, divorce, physical violence. So much of this trickles down, and you never know how it turns up in this lifetime and what a form it takes. Then how intergenerational trauma can negatively impact families, and negative repeated patterns of behavior, including parenting or complicated personality traits or disorders. This can all become a result of these risk factors coming on from before. There are also transgenerational healing factors, which come from family trees, which are like love, compassion, good education, travel, spiritual guidance, and very importantly, being heard. Then we must remember to exercise, friends, what patterns, belief systems, behaviors, habits, or emotions we learned from our parents that no longer serve us. So again, we have the free will to turn that around and make it better for ourselves and for the generations that are going to follow. The most important takeaway to get out of this trap is to use forgiveness as a tool to transcend, release guilt, shame, and trauma. And very beautifully, Shreans put it, when one forgives, two heal. And in Oprah's words, true forgiveness is when you can say, thank you for the experience. So, very, very important evolution lessons there. And today, before going into soul contracts and evolution, I've written this poem about evolving and about things we don't certainly necessarily see or hold with our hands, but it's an experiential feeling. By 7 notes, it is bound, yet music is free and it liberates. In patterns of spans and bodies, we go around, eager to consummate this idea of life. This idea is music. Like an endless song, let it play. As we move from one pattern to next, be less of the bottle, be more perfume as we evaporate.
Wow. Love it. Be
Thank
less
you.
of the bottle, more of the perfume. Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Shreans. Thank you, friends.
Beautiful. How well you summarize it. It's amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, welcome, friends. Thank you so much. And today we're going to start by a meditation for 30 minutes. So, today what we are going to do is a little different. It is there's no guidance, it's only music, and the whole idea is now that we have been in this journey for the last 26 days, maybe you should even enjoy meditation, or I'm sure you must be enjoying meditation without any guidance. So let's do meditation with no guidance, just music for 30 minutes, and we come back again. So let's begin, friends. Only in the very start and at the very end, I'll tell you to open your eyes and then close your eyes. Close your eyes in the beginning and open your eyes in the end. That's it. In between, this is only music. So let's begin. You can just focus on observing your breath, or breathe from your heart. Focus on your heart center and breathe from your heart. So either of the two, whatever works for you, right? So let's begin. Take a comfortable position. Sit up straight. Clasp your hands. Cross your legs. Eyes closed. Take a comfortable Whenever you're ready, you can gently rub both your hands and place it over your beautiful eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you may gently open your eyes. Take your time and slowly come back, feeling blessed and whole. Thank you for sharing these moments with me. Immense love and appreciation from my heart to yours. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome back.
Wow. Beautiful. Thank you so much, everyone, for your messages. Thank you.
Thank you. So Navki will take 3 minutes break.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll meet again in 3 minutes.
See you in 3 minutes.
Daga. monasteries, free land under the sky. In universal understanding.
Shreans, they're incredible messages on the chat.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So Shreans will take us into the journey of soul evolution and soul contracts. Over to you, Shreans. Looking very forward to this. Very
Yes.
beautiful session as well.
So, friends, today we're going to cover soul evolution and soul contracts. And I know last 26 days, there have been a lot of questions about how law of karma really works in terms of manifestation. And we all talked about, it's all about law of attraction, then ways karma in the whole equation. So today and tomorrow, I'm going to explain how karma and how law of karma and law of attraction interact with each other, and how it manifests into our life, and how our free will still overtakes everything. So friends, I'm going to share with you one slide. This is by Maslow. It's called Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs. So Keshav, share the slide. So Maslow is a very famous psychoanalyst, and he spoke about what are the different stages of human needs, right? So they said, so this is the pyramid of needs, and he talks about our first basic need is a physiological need, right? Which is of breathing, food, water, sleep, sex. So these are the most basic needs which we need to survive. As we fulfill these needs, then we come to the next level of needs, which is our safety needs, which is the feeling of security, stability, security of our body, of our family, of our property. You want maybe a consistent income so that you feel more secure, some property, some bank balance, your own house, so that you feel very secured. Okay, anytime if there's any problem in life or any challenges, you are safe. And once our physiological needs are fulfilled, we go to safety needs. Once our safety needs are fulfilled, then we come to our belonging needs. Belonging needs is a need to be a part of a community, to be a part of, to have a companionship, or to a part of your family, or have an intimate relationship with someone, right? To have friends, to have partners in life. So this is a sense of belonging where we feel we belong. Someone values us, someone cares for us. I care for this. These are my people. So comes the belonging needs. And once the belonging needs are fulfilled, we go to the next level, which is the need for self-esteem. Right? So how do you get self-esteem? By accomplishing some goals, by mastering some task, so that you get some recognition. By getting some recognition, maybe a degree, maybe like a PhD degree or something, where you feel that you achieve something. And that is a natural human urge. right? Which is and you feel more confident. So this is a self-esteem need. As your needs of self-esteem is fulfilled, you go to our cognitive needs. This is your sharpening your brain about your mental diet. You want to learn something to gain. You want to be in pursuit of some knowledge, some meaning in life. How can I add value to myself? How can I really because just all the basic needs are fulfilled now. Now you need something which stimulates you mentally, right? So this is our cognitive needs, and once these needs are fulfilled, then you go to aesthetic needs. So this is about your creativity, yeah, some spontaneity in your life. You want to go to travel, you want to travel the world, you want to go on a hike, you want to go for a skiing, or you want to learn music, dance, art, something creative, right? You want to take up some hobby, some passion, whatever. So here aesthetic needs refers our search for beauty, balance and form, right? Here you're looking for beauty, you're looking for balance. And then comes, after these needs are fulfilled, then comes a self-actualization need. So this stage can be only met once all the other needs are satisfied. Then you come to the need of self-actualization, where you want to, where now you're looking for meaning in life. This is where the search starts. Why am I living? What is more to life? And the thing is, as each need is fulfilled, the other needs, it's a natural urge of a human being to have the other needs, right? Because, and this is a progression. This is a pyramid of evolution. This is how soul evolves, because now other needs are still no more giving. It's not, you still not fulfilled, right? You still need something more. So now you turn towards inwards. You turn inwards, right? So this is where you go into the state of acceptance, allowance, where you go into meditation, and your inner quest begins, right? Once that happens, then you go into the last is in the hierarchy of needs is of self-transcendence. Once then you are able to transcend yourself, right? So now you want others to transform. Once you feel transformed, once you feel evolved, or once you feel joyful, once you feel oh, you have cracked it, now you know the secret. So let me share with others, let me help others, let me teach others, let me guide others. So this is the whole journey. And when you're teaching or helping others, that is what satisfies you. That is what fulfills you. Your own, just once you know it, once your cup is full, all you want is to share, all you want is to give. By holding back, you will not feel happy. You'll get more restless. So that's why you want to give. So this is the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Now, in a similar way, it is the need of our soul. When our soul takes birth as human beings, when we take the first birth, as in the initial lifetimes of a soul, it goes in a similar way, like one lifetime as a human being. Similar way, in the soul's journey also, there's a similar hierarchy of needs, or a similar chart of evolution. So I'm going to share with you next. Yeah. Yes. So friends, here you can see we have 7 levels. Yeah, I should just share the slide. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So here you can see this is the age of the soul, right? So age of the soul means when the soul takes birth as a human in a human body, it is called infant soul, right? So infant is like any child, any infant. Same way, because the first birth. So on an average, roughly indicative, each stages the soul can live between 50 to 100 lifetimes. In each stage, infant soul, baby soul, young soul, mature soul, old soul. And these first five where you take with the soul takes a physical birth, and last two are in non-physical dimension where you don't take physical birth. So let me explain to you each one of you. So first is infant soul. So the like an infant, when the soul is first born, this is where you're in a survival mode. All you want is to just live, right? So in this lifetime, you have a very limited perception about life. You have very limited activities, or here you don't know the difference because you are very new to the human lifetime. So all you want is to, like a baby, eat, drink, sleep, right? So similarly, this lifetime is just following your parents, or just following your conditioning, your social conditioning. So here, this soul will adopt the religion of the parents. They will never have their own choice, or they will never even apply their own choice. They don't know the difference between right and wrong action. Whatever has been told to you, told to them, they believe it is to be true. They're afraid of any kind of demand or complexity. If they've been demand if life becomes too demanding for them, they can't handle it, because they are a baby, right? They are an infant. So in this whole journey, you can very much compare to a human life as a journey of a human, right? From infant to baby to young to mature to the old soul, as the name itself is very clear. Now, as you take more lifetimes, after a few more lifetimes, then you are born as a baby soul. Baby soul is one-upmanship. Slowly you start developing your ego. You know your name. Now you have your identity. Now you are taking. You are to come first in your class. You are taking part in the competitive sports. So now you in this lifetime, you you start expressing your emotions. You can express anger, you can express hostility, you can express any negative emotional energy or positive emotional energy. You become expressive. You are able to express your emotions properly. And the souls in this lifetime usually have a very strong and unshakable beliefs from very childhood. Here, this is where you start developing your ego, right? So these people become the pillars of community. They start becoming they play a very very important role in the society now. Because they have a urge to be recognized, they have a urge to be known, and here they cannot handle any opposite views, or any they get very easily baffled by any difference of opinions. So that's why they can express anger, hostility, or anybody who opposes their view is the enemy, or they don't like it. This is the journey of one-upmanship. I am better than you. This is the feeling of in this lifetime of the soul. So during this lifetime, the soul is you are very fundamentalist in your religious belief. You have a very strong personification of godhood, because this is a very early stages, right? So still early stages. And a lot of, even if you see the terrorists, usually they are baby souls. So here, so most of the terrorists, when you see as baby souls, once you understand this, once you understand the journey of the soul, you will not judge anybody, because they are baby soul. They are ignorant. They know not what they are doing. Like Jesus said, forgive them, for they know not what they do not know what they are doing, right? So here they are ignorant souls. They want to prove that they exist. That is the stage of one-upmanship, right? And the whole idea of understanding this soul's journey is, once you understand this, then you drop all the judgments. Because if you think you're a mature soul, or if you're an old soul, then you have also passed through that journey of baby soul, young soul. mature soul. All those journeys you have also passed, and that's how you are what you are today. So they are also going through journey, and the beauty is you choose, like even in the family you choose before taking birth, you choose different age groups of the soul. Like a mature soul will choose a family which also has an infant soul. So they'll make the soul contracts and they'll born in the same family. Because infant soul needs a mature soul for their guidance. Mature soul needs an infant soul who will challenge them so that they both grow. Imagine if everyone is just one category of souls. There'll be no growth. There'll be no evolution. So on this planet, on this plane of demonstration, in this three-dimensional reality, we need all groups of the soul, so that we learn from each other, so that one can challenge each other to help and grow and evolve. Imagine if everyone is exactly like you. Everyone on this planet is exactly like you. Life will be so boring. In fact, you will feel so lost because you have no unique identity, you have no unique personality. Everyone is just like you. And what are we trying to do? To make others like us. But the beauty is, there's a beauty in differences. So friends, when we understand this soul cycle, we have no choice but to drop judgment. Because the other person is ignorant, it's unconscious. How can you judge somebody who is sleeping? A lot of times you say, oh, there's so much of crime going on in this world, there's so much of negativity going on. All situation is fundamentally neutral. Because of our ignorance, we assign meaning to it. Right, wrong, good, bad, and whatever meaning you assign, then you buy that experience in your life. But the source never judges anyone. Source does not have no judgment for anyone. Because they know it's all state of being, just being. It's just a journey. That's why once you are awake, once you awaken yourself, you have no time to judge others. Because now you know. Now you know everything about the soul's journey. So friends, baby soul, these are the soul who are in terms of their sexual beliefs. So for the infant soul, they perceive love in form of lust. Keshav, go back to the slide. So infant soul, coming back to the infant soul, they perceive love in form of lust. For them, it's just physical, because they are infant. They don't know what really love from the heart is. Now, for the baby soul have a very honest, honest display of. They have a very honest display of sexuality. They have their own moral codes about sexuality, and they want to bound others by their own code. We know a lot of fundamentalists who have certain views or opinions about sex, or about how women should be dressed, or how women should conduct themselves, because they are baby souls. They are very fundamentalist in their approach, in their religious belief, in their moral codes. And here they are ready to fight anytime. They anytime any difference of opinion, or any view which is not in conformity of their beliefs, or to their liking, they are ready to fight. They are ready to go to court. They are ready to in extreme cases even kill somebody. So these are baby souls. Now, as the soul grows, it takes more birth, right? It goes into young soul. Now, so the young soul. So, what are the young souls? So, young soul is very much like our youngsters, right? Age, like how what you see the children at the age from the age of 13 or from the age of 18 to maybe 30, 35. Young souls. They are very high on energy. The ego is supreme because they feel, oh, they have arrived now. So these souls becomes the movers and shakers of the world. They are become the movers and shakers of the society. So because they are achievers, they will work hard. They will set impossible goals, and work tirelessly for to achieve those goals, or to work and tirelessly or work for any cause, whatever they pick up. They are the achievers and architects of civilization. And whatever they believe, they feel it's right. Whatever they feel motivated, they rarely question it. And in terms of religion, they are religiously inclined towards orthodoxy in extreme, or in extreme, or in extreme they can be even atheist. So again, they are, in terms of religion, they are very orthodox in the religion, or they can be completely atheist. So these young souls are at the peak of, this is the way the human life is at the peak of their ego. Even if they do any good cause, they do it for their own name. They will announce it loudly, oh, I am doing this. Usually they love politics. They want to be a part of the political system, or anywhere they can get power. It could be a religious leader. It could be a leader of any sect or any community. So they are very power driven, and they will always hate those who don't live to their expectation. And these souls, in terms of their sexual views, or they can be a strong proponent of total sexual freedom. And here they don't learn the life lessons. They don't, what, even if they make mistakes, they usually don't learn the life lessons because they are in full of ego. Also, they are very attached to the physical body. They are very body conscious. What they are wearing, what they are, how people perceive them, the physical body, whatever, they are very body conscious about their looks. And here, the soul seeks to return as soon as possible. Even when they vacate their body, they don't want to stay there for a long time in between dimensions. They want to come back soon because they are very attached to the body. They want to come back soon. They will not, for them, meditation or any kind of spiritual practices is a complete no-no. Like, outer body is a very unpleasant experience for them. It's like, oh my God, I'm losing control. So that's why these are the people who don't get into meditation or any kind of spiritual practices. So friends, so in a family, see, all souls are born. Sometimes a wife can be an old soul, but a husband can be a young soul. And they both need to honor their differences. They both need to understand their own journey. They both need to accept and allow them to be the way they are. And once you are able to see people from the soul's perspective, it is then everything, you drop all the resistance. There's no room for resistance. There's no room for judgments. Now we go to the next soul cycle, which is of mature soul. So young soul In the later ages of the young soul gets frustrated because they have done it all, they have achieved it all, but still that happiness is not there, that satisfaction is not there, their content is not there. So young souls, most of the time, deep down they are frustrated. They want something more, something more, something more. Now that quest for something more takes them to the another soul cycle, which is of mature soul. Keshav, you can share the slide. So the mature soul is the most challenging stage of the soul in the cycle of the whole soul's journey, because this cycle demands a lot of introspection. That's why it's a very difficult cycle. Very difficult cycle which is demanding much of introspection. And these are the people, mature people, these are the people who seek higher education. They give massive contribution to the knowledge, to the whole world. It could be philosophical, it could be scientific. They are very sincere. During this journey, soul cycle, they are very, very sincere in their approach to life. Whatever they do, they'll do very sincerely. So, for example, few of the people about some examples of mature soul is like Einstein, Karl Marx, Sigmund Freud, Aristotle. They have done huge contribution to the society. They're not really spiritual, but at the same time they are very philosophical, very scientific in their approach. And usually, very often, they will seek a very quiet faith, like Buddhism, Jainism, very, very softer approach towards softer religious approach. And as I told you, mature soul will often choose an infant soul within the same family. They are more psychic, and they love to utilize their brain to their fullest potential. And at the same time, during towards the end of the soul cycle, they are also seeking for something unknown. Though they are not clear of what they want, but they know there's something deeper, something more. And in fact, at the end of the soul cycle, they begin to perceive truth. What is truth? They perceive beauty with clarity. So, in terms of relationships, they are very detached people generally. They're very involved in themselves. They can sever a relationship for no reason, or even may seek outwardly inappropriate relationships. But general, by and large, they are not so attached, because this is where they are working on themselves. This is where they are looking inward now. Then we go to the next soul cycle, which is the old soul. Keshav, share the slide. So old soul is very easy to understand. There it is about they are serious in this spiritual pursuit. By seriousness, I don't mean like a serious in life. What I mean is they are very serious about this spiritual pursuit. Because now, after living all their lives, all the cycles, they understand the material futility. That how futile is this materialistic world, because they know it is still not giving them joy, it is not still giving them peace or happiness. So this starts the drive for the spiritual evolution. This is the time where they will attend many workshops or read books or introspect or do a lot of meditation or many things like this. Yeah. So these people, this old soul also They don't cling to any dogmas. They usually they are very open minded. They're open to learn new things, understand themselves better. Also, they in terms of they're intensely sensual, and they does enjoy close physical contact. Navki, can I share one joke? Navki, you are there? Okay, I think she's not there. Okay, so let me share.
Sorry,
Yes.
sorry, Shreans.
Maybe I'm asking, can I share a joke? Since I
Since
spoke,
when do you have to ask? We are waiting.
I said old soul, and I spoke that they are intensely sensual and does enjoy close physical contact. So one joke came to my mind. So there was one Swami, one Baba,
Hmm.
and one prostitute went to this Swami, to this Baba,
Hmm.
and they had great sex, everything done. After the end, the prostitute said to the Baba, Baba, money. Baba said, I will not take from you. So Baba says to the prostitute, not from you, beta.
Oh.
Okay. So now you don't have to judge any Babas if you hear any of the sex stories. So friend, this is the journey of the soul from infant soul to baby soul to young soul to mature soul to old soul. So all these five stages are in physical dimension. The next two now the next one is transcendental soul. So this stage, they are usually Keshav shared the slide. Yeah. So they are usually not in they are usually not in physical dimension. They stay on the higher dimensions, but sometimes they come in physical dimension, but not with as a physical birth. They will come in as walk-ins. So I don't know if you know the concept of walk-in. Walk-ins are the souls who replace who with the permission of the other soul they replace them and adopt their body. And whatever work they want to do, they will replace their soul and use their physical body to do their work in this physical dimension. They don't usually take physical birth because they don't want to start from childhood and then do their work at the age of 40 or 50 or 60. So like Osho, they say in last 3 years of Osho's life, Buddha came in Osho's body. The soul was replaced. Like say they say that Mahatma Gandhi was a walk-in.
Shreyans, I had one doubt about this even from last time. So
Right.
let's say there is a walk-in, then what happens to that person's existing soul?
They vacate the body. They vacate the body, and it is done in agreement. It is done out of compassion. That soul readily offers their body to the higher master, to that divine soul, because they know. I mean, they feel grateful that okay, you are that I am able to serve, that my body is able to serve you. So willingly, very willingly, they vacate their body, because these walk-ins come for some kind of a huge spiritual or philosophical or some culture revolution.
Hmm.
So they know that through their body a big cause is being served. So and this only happens with the existing soul's permission.
Okay.
Yeah. And these transcendental souls, they don't need any formal education. They because they have all the guidance from this akashic records or this collective consciousness. They draw all their knowledge or insights with the help of their soul power or with their soul wisdom. Now the last stage is the infinite soul. So this transcendental souls, then Kesha share the slide. So the nature of this transcendental soul is of witness. Even when they come in physical body, their consciousness is always of a witness. They are very aware. And there's a smile. There's an inner smile always. Everything is fun. Everything is a joy. Everything is just a play of consciousness. So they don't take life so seriously, because they know, they've seen this. They still, even though they come here, but they still have the awareness of seeing things from a very higher perspective. From a cosmic from the cosmic bird's eye view, you know. And the last is the infinite soul. Infinite soul is that Paramatma, Param Chetna, where as the soul further evolves, even the transcendental souls, they merge with the infinite soul. And this stage of the soul, Keshav, can you share the slide? This stage of the soul is called, so they have a direct access to knowledge, right? Because this is being an infinite soul. And this is also called Nirgun. There's non-duality, complete oneness. This is the supreme consciousness. There's nothing right, wrong, good, bad, no judgments, nothing. That's why it's also called Joker consciousness. For them, whole everything is just Leela. Now, I'm going to share with you. So these are the 7 stages of the soul, and how we need everything to help each other evolve, to help each one of us grow.
Shreans, why is the last infinite soul also called Joker? It said in the...
Yeah, so the reason it's called Joker, because everything is a Leela for them. Everything is just fun. Like how for Krishna, everything was a Leela, right?
Yeah.
So similar to that. They don't take anything seriously because they know everything is just being, everything is just transient. They know that everybody is creating their own reality. So what is there to take anything serious about? Everybody is living as per their own creation. Yeah. Kesha, are you there? You can share the slide. Now, one important concept I will share with you. So, we know about law of attraction. Now, law of attraction also works differently for different stages of the soul. And understand this very, very carefully. So the first stage of the law of attraction is you get what you desire. So this is the infant soul and the baby soul. They'll get what they desire. Like a baby, if they want a toy, you'll give a toy. If they want good clothes, you'll give them good clothes. If they want food, you'll give food. Whatever they want, you'll give you. They don't have to deserve it. They just desire it and it was given to you, given to them. So this is this first stage of the law of attraction, which applies to these infant soul and baby soul. Because they are ignorant, they don't know what life is. So they just get what they desire. You get what you desire. Now the second stage, as the soul becomes more responsible, as they start understanding things, then the second law of attraction starts working. This is you get what you deserve. Right? What I've been sharing all through. You do not get what you want, you get what you are. So here the law of deservability comes. Like for a youngster, if you don't give them, right, if they want, they have to make they have to earn their own livelihood. You already given them enough education, or even in terms of they have to study hard to pass their exams, then only they can go to the next class. Or even as parents, you want them to make something out of their life. So you will not give everything on the platter. They get, so this second stage of the soul, young soul and mature soul, you get what you deserve. You will not get what you desire. Only if you deserve it, you will get it. You have to work. So they have to work for what they want, and that's why these soul cycles are difficult cycles, right? And then the last soul cycle as a human body is the old soul. So here the third stage of law of attraction applies. Here in the old soul cycle, you get what others deserve through you. Here you get what others deserve through you. Because here you are here for a cause. Here there is some higher purpose for you now. The soul has chosen some purpose, some cause to do. And if they are in alignment of that cause, then they will get. They will get. Otherwise, they will not get what they want, even if they deserve it. So whatever is being deserved through them, accordingly they will get. If they're in the direction, if they're in alignment of the soul purpose, then they will get whatever they deserve or whatever they want. Is it clear, Navki? Third stage?
Absolutely, crystal clear.
Great. So I'll give you an example. Say for me, I had my goal that if I get this much money, then I'll devote most of my time in spirituality or learning and teaching. So 2012, I had my goal. In my mind, my goal was 2012. And 2012, I achieved all my financial goals. Whatever money I needed, I made all the money. In fact, much more than that. And since then, I was always thinking, no, I should now spend more time into spirituality or learning or doing some workshops, more into workshops, attending workshops, or started taking my own workshops. But it was just staying dormant in my mind. And the moment I'll go to office, I'll get caught up with work. And more than the joy of making money, it was more about the addiction of making money. It was not that, whether I make this much money or not, that was that relevant, because that was not going to make any difference to my lifestyle. But what was more important was the addiction of making money. For so many years I made money, the ego of making money, the ego of being recognized into the society. So I was continuing my business. And like this 5 years again went by until 2017. And as time was going, I was always having my soul will nudge me and tell me, stop now, focus on your own path, your own passion. But I will just say, okay, maybe sometime later. If once this business deals are over, once I am going to execute all these contracts, and then I'll probably do it. And by the time I finish another contract, I'll take up another contracts or take another trading positions in my business. So this went on for 5 years. In 2017, I suffered a huge loss. Not 2017, 2018. Around 2018, I suffered a huge loss. And that loss, whatever I earned in those last 5-6 years, I lost in like 7 days. And when I lost the money, I knew that this is not, I didn't lose, there's a reason why I lost it. It was to shake me up, to wake up from my slumber, to tell me to now follow your path. For many years, I applied law of attraction, visualization, and manifestation and emotionalization. I did all that, but during those 7 days, nothing really worked. some policy change and the market crashed, and I was holding huge position of some commodity. I was trading into agri commodity and I lost a lot of money. But then it gave me a wake up call, and I knew that this is happening for a reason. And then that pushed me to decide, now let me take up teaching seriously. And I started doing what I'm doing now. Small steps with baby steps, but then I started it, right? So, and when I look back, today when I look back, I say thank God for that loss. If that would not have happened, probably I would not woken up only. So sometimes the soul knows what is their blueprint, what was their design. And if you're not following that higher purpose, that higher guidance, your higher path, sometimes you will not get even though you deserved. But now, and then when I started teaching, when I started doing what I'm doing, I not only, without really putting my effort into work, because I'm a joint family, my other 4 brothers are working, and I recovered all those losses and made much more money than I lost in those days. So even though I'm not really spending so much time making money, but still I am making money. But when I am in my alignment of my path, what I am doing, what others deserve through me, when I become the instrument of that consciousness, when I became the right conduit, everything started falling in order, and I started making money also. Whatever I desired, whatever I wanted, start flowing into my life. So this is the third stage of law of attraction. In this stage, you get what others deserve through you. And while I'm sharing, this is the most fulfilling journey of my life, because I am also learning so much. So friends, this is the journey of a soul, and this is the age of the soul, the 7 levels of consciousness: infant soul, baby soul, young soul, mature soul, old soul, transcendental soul, and infinite soul. So here I would like to share one quote by Rumi. He said, "I died as a mineral. I died as a mineral. I became a plant. I died as a plant. I rose as an animal. I died as a mineral. I became a plant. I died as a plant. I rose as an animal. I died as an animal. I became human. So where was I less by dying?" So friends, we take death as such a tragedy, as, oh my God, something has finished, something has ended. But from the soul's perspective, it's just a journey, and the journey is always going forward, right? From mineral to plant, plant to animal, animal to human. So where was I less by dying, Rumi said. So this is the journey of the soul. So why fear death? In fact, when you fear death because but the truth is you cannot experience your own death consciously, because if you died, what is there to experience? And we lose the essence of life, we lose the joy of life in the fear of losing life, which you can't even experience. And the fear of that, you're losing the experience of this life, losing the experience of the presence, the presence of the present which the present moment is giving you. You're not able to take it because we always have a fear of death. And it is just because it is social belief, social conditioning. It's a limited perception because we see life from how we are born to how we are die, how we die, and we take it as if this one life is the end, beginning and the end of all. Beyond that is just a tragedy. All right, friends. So I'll go to the next topic, which is of soul contract. Yeah, Keshav, just share the slide. Yeah. So what is soul contract? So soul contract is when you die, when you vacate this body, and before you take the next birth, there's an in-between life state. So when you vacate your body, in this in-between life state, what happens? You make contract with some souls and decide your next lifetime, decide your next birth. So when you vacate your body, you meet some spirit guides. They're also called council of elders or these ascended masters who are very wise or highly evolved beings or loving beings. And they help you to review your life. You review your past life. What was the purpose of your past life? What were the lessons that you needed to learn? What were the lessons that you didn't learn? What was the unfinished business? And when you review your life, you review it very dispassionately. It as a complete witness. It's like when an actor is acting in a movie, and the moment so he knows that this is just acting, right? The actor knows it's just an actor. He can look at that role very dispassionately, and in the next movie he can take a completely different role. One movie he could be a villain, another he could be a hero. So it could be anything. So from the soul's perspective, you see that, oh, in that lifetime I acted like this. This was my role. This is how I played out my role. And from the lessons that you didn't learn, you decide a next life. And when you decide a next life, you take the help of this council of elders or the spirit guides. And these guides, when they help you to review your life, they have no judgment. Even though if you have done 100 murders, they don't judge you. So this whole soul contract process is a very, very intuitive process. It's a very, very loving and intuitive process. It's not about physical conversation. Everything is happening telepathically, energetically. It's an energetical match. And then these soul guides, these spirit guides will propose a plan to you. These are the plans. If you take this plan, maybe it will help you to evolve yourself. And then they give you many choices. Plan A, Plan B, Plan C. If you want to evolve faster, then take Plan B. If you want to take it easy, take Plan B. If you want to take it very easy, then take Plan C. There could be many plans which has been proposed to you. Sometimes the faster the soul chooses for the evolution, the soul will choose a more challenging life, so that it helps them to evolve faster. Like if you want a double promotion, if you're in class 2, if you want to go class 4th, you have to study for class 2 and class 3 both. So you know you have to work hard, but then you know that, oh, you'll save 1 year. So same way, sometimes soul chooses a challenging life, because they know that they will save many other births. And the beauty is, even here, you have a free will. When you talk about karma, it's not that there's a God who is judging you and telling you, oh, you did 100 murders, so now you'll be killed in the next lifetime. It's not like that. The soul itself review their past life, their earlier life, and decide their own life according to the understanding of how they will grow. And for the better understanding, these spirit guides or these ascended masters help them. And even if they propose a plan, they gave you many choices, and they allow you to modify also. It's like a blueprint. No, I don't like my room like this. I will change like this. I want this part to this. So accordingly, you can change your blueprint. You can modify your blueprint. But the soul knows. But the soul knows that depending on their choice will depend their growth. Will according to the choice will give them an opportunity to grow or not to grow. So they have no judgment. Soul chooses to be born as a blind or a deaf. They don't see it as a misery. They see it as an opportunity to grow. But once born, as a soul, we are born with amnesia, like we forget why we took this birth. The social conditions start seeing that as a misery. Everybody pity on you. And you also sometimes you also get into the cycle of self-pity. But from that soul's perspective, it was for your growth. And a lot of times you grow because of that challenge. So the purpose of the soul is to cultivate about 30 divine virtues of the soul. And tomorrow I'm going to share all those 30 divine virtues of the soul so that they can express them fully. They can grow those divine virtues, which is a part of which is the original nature of the soul. Like compassion, unconditional love, self-love, patience, empathy, and all this gentleness, kindness, acceptance, gratitude, all these divine virtues. And that's why to develop these virtues, soul chooses contrast or challenging situations. One common theme for all the soul is the theme of service. Theme of service to others is a common theme. Because the soul knows they grow the most when they could serve others. So that's why all souls wants to be of some service to the humanity, to the society. So what happens is when you choose this, and when you are born, so you have a blueprint. You decide that at this stage of life, I'm going to face with this challenge. I'll meet this person, and this will give that challenge, or these things, whatever things in your life you plan. But the free will is, once you're born, you still have a free will. That blueprint, if you learn the lessons beforehand, then you don't need to go through those challenges. The reason you planned those challenges so that you can learn the lessons, right? Or you can heal yourself. But the healing or the learning can be fast forwarded, or it can be delayed. If you learn the lessons, then those challenges will drop. And if you do not learn the lessons, even if you face those challenges and still you don't learn the lessons, then you will face more challenges, because you repeat what you don't repair. So you can fast forward your learnings or delay your learnings. You can fast forward your healings or delay your healings, depending on how you learn to manipulate energy. Earth is a school for mastering how to manipulate energy. All these techniques of manifestation or meditation or breathwork, these are all techniques to master the art of manipulating energy. Because you know that this is how the law of attraction works. This is how the creation happens. And it is only the bravest souls that sign for this assignment to choose Earth, because many other planets have easier courses of learning. But only the brave souls choose Earth, because the Earth school is the most difficult in the universe. That's why you have to be really brave enough to choose this assignment on Earth. Yeah. So, friends, this is how the soul chooses the path, and tomorrow I'm going to share more how the free will and the law of karma again interact with each other. But briefly, you must have understood it. It is there's nobody who is judging you. So many times we relive the story of we affirm the story of the karma just to satisfy it so that you can live in the misery and pain. You find that as an excuse to live in the misery and pain. Even though soul chooses challenges, but the whole purpose of the challenges is to overcome it. Is to learn not to react to those challenges, but to respond to those challenges with grace, with ease, and evolve from it. Not get trapped into that vicious cycle of that challenge. Navki, so far clear?
Yeah, Shreans, very clear. I'm just, can that slide be shown again, please?
Yeah, Keshav just shared the slide. Keshav, go back to the earlier slide.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think that one we're going to discuss tomorrow. This.
No, I'll discuss this now since we have,
Okay.
and then I'm going to show you guys one 8-minute video, very interesting video.
Okay.
So, friends, you can see this is the whole cycle of reincarnation, the process of reincarnation. This is the earth is on the third dimensional physical plane. This is the earth is the physical dimensional plane, the plane of demonstration, the plane of density, whatever we call it, right? So you reincarnate on this earth to live your lessons, karma, contracts, and being in service. Then as you die, you return to the spirit form, leaving the physical body behind. Right? So again, I'm telling you, death is not a misery. Death is not a tragedy. In fact, I believe death is a great equalizer. Suppose somebody is born very poor and somebody is very rich, and suppose there is no death in this planet, then the rich will become more and more richer, poor will become more and more poor. But once you die, for the soul, no matter how rich you are or poor, now you start at the equal footing again. What counts is the richness of your soul, the richness of your emotional richness. That is what you carry to your next life. And accordingly, you choose your next life. So that way, that is a great equalizer. So then you go to as the soul vacates the body, initially it goes to the fourth dimensional plane. This is the lower mental plane. So this is a plane where sometimes the soul do not accept that it has died. Sometimes the soul wants to go back to the physical body to meet their children or their wife or husband or they want to go back and connect to their loved ones or to enjoy their property or their wealth. But soul is obviously not able to do that, and that is when they go into misery because when they live in a very dense energy, even when they vacate, they are still carrying the dense energy, and that do not let them evolve faster, and that is what we call hell. So hell or heaven is a play of energy. It's not a physical dimension. It is a dimension of energy. So hell is a dimension of ignorance because you are ignorant. You don't know that, I vacated my body. You don't know how to accept it. So your ignorance creates the hell, the hell. And once you are aware, once you understand this, you move to upper dimensions, higher dimensions. So even here you meet spirit guides, they come to try to explain you, but they don't force you. Sometimes they don't want to listen to them. They say, no, wait, I want to go back. I don't want to listen to you. But then again, with some understanding. After maybe it could be few years, it could be many years, they understand it, and eventually they move to the higher dimension. Here they sometimes reunite with their higher self. They reunite with their higher self. Sometimes they meet even their loved ones. They are met by their loved ones, right? And as they become comfortable with meeting their loved ones, then the spirit guides will help them for their past life review. They're taken to the hall of healing, where sometimes they spend many years just healing and restoring themselves from whatever pain and misery or the hurt which the soul is tormented with or troubled with. They take time to heal and restore themselves. And once they are in a comfortable situation, then they plan the life between in the life between life stage. Then they plan their next lifetime. So here, after the healing and restoration, they meet the council of elders. They meet their soul guides, their soul mates. They've been taught about the soul purpose, about the Akashic records, right? So they study some things so that they can understand as a soul better. And after they have a proper understanding, then they go to the life selection process. And all this process is a very gentle, loving process. There's no time which tells you, oh, do it right away, right now, or within 6 months you have to do it, or within 3 months you have to do it. Soul is given its own time, but as the soul understands it, now the soul is ready for the growth. It is the urge of every soul is to evolve and grow further. And then soul takes again the birth. They manifest into form. But as soon as they travel down the birth canal into a physical body, they are born with an amnesia. Amnesia occurs. It's like a disease of losing memory. They forget their soul's plan. At the soul level, they understand it at the spirit level, but at the mental level, they forget what was the purpose of their birth. So this is the process of reincarnation. Now I'm going to share with you one video. So this is two child who have vacated their body, right? Who choose to come to the planet Earth as volunteers. So we choose to come to planet Earth a lot of times as volunteers. We volunteer to go there. A lot of times, a lot of spirit guides even volunteer to come here. Even a lot of evolved souls, they don't need to come, but they choose to come here to help people evolve, to help people grow, to share their light and wisdom to others. So these two child are talking to each other. So they are in between life states. And understand this, the communication happens telepathically. You don't speak through your mouth. So there's a telepathic communication going on between two souls who are talking, who are in between life states, and how they perceive planet Earth. So let's see this video, very interesting video, for 8 minutes, and then we'll end the session today, and then we'll continue it tomorrow further. Keshav, share this video.
So tell me, out of everything you've ever done, what's the craziest experience you've ever had?
That's easy. Earth.
Earth? You went to Earth?
I did.
No way. You were a human?
I was.
Wow. Are the stories about Earth true? Were they really trapped on Earth?
Some were. I know because I was one of the volunteers.
Wait a second. You volunteered to go to Earth?
I did. I had to. I had family trapped on Earth.
But how could you get trapped on Earth?
You had to be there to understand. On Earth, you wouldn't remember anything.
What do you mean you wouldn't remember anything?
I mean, you would have no memory of anything. You wouldn't even remember existing before Earth.
What? How is that possible?
It was designed that way. It was brilliant. To dive as deeply as possible into such ignorance, such darkness, and still find your way back to remembering who you were, that took true mastery.
Wow. I still can't believe you went to Earth. Tell me more.
Well, Earth had its own set of laws that everyone agreed to experience, like gravity. What goes up must come down, like linear time. Day is followed by night.
Time? What's time?
You know how when we think of something, it manifests instantly? Well, on Earth, there was a delay. The delay is what made Earth so difficult.
Interesting. Time. So tell me more.
Before going to Earth, you would choose your family, whether you wanted to be male or female, what race you wanted to be, the location on the planet, things like that.
Oh, so you could choose your own character.
Exactly. You would enter the Earth as a baby and be completely dependent on others to teach you the rules. But since nobody could remember the rules, they made up their own rules, based on fear and giving your power away to others.
That doesn't sound like much fun.
It wasn't for everyone.
What'd you do while portions of you were on Earth?
I watched them. It was pretty funny.
What was so funny?
Here were these magnificent beings, playing the most unique and cutting-edge experience in the universe, and they were clueless. I tried to guide them as much as possible.
Wait a second. You could communicate with them?
Yes, but they couldn't hear me. I would show them synchronicities, or send them impulses to help guide them, but they couldn't see the signs.
Why not?
They didn't trust themselves.
So is that why they sent out a call for help?
Exactly.
Is that when you went?
No, I didn't go until later. The first volunteers, they had it the worst.
What do you mean, had it the worst?
Well, they killed them.
What?
They killed the volunteers.
They killed them?
Those on Earth couldn't understand what the volunteers were telling them. The idea that they were equal to the volunteers scared them.
What were they telling them?
Common sense stuff like, all the answers you seek are inside you. Everything I can do, you can do and more.
So they killed them?
And then they twisted the volunteers' message and created even more fear.
What do you mean more fear?
Like the message, God is inside you, was turned into, you are separate from God. The message, all the answers you seek are inside you, was twisted into, you can't trust yourself.
And they believed it?
It was out of control.
How could they believe that?
You had to be there to understand. Did you know they actually believed that they were the only intelligent life in the universe?
Now that's funny.
Pretty crazy, I know.
So then what happened?
The designers knew Earth was going to enter a section of the galaxy that humans had never experienced before. A section filled with a frequency that might be able to reconnect the human's DNA.
What was wrong with their DNA?
It didn't work anymore. The thing is, their DNA was how they connected with their higher self.
So that's why your incarnations couldn't hear you.
Exactly. But there was a catch with the new plan. Only those incarnated on Earth could tune in to these new frequencies.
Oh, so they needed more volunteers.
Yes, but this time they were taking no chances. To pull this off, they needed millions in the physical form, wired and ready to attune to these frequencies.
Are these the 21st century humans that all the stories are about?
Yep, we volunteered from every corner of the universe to help the humans wake up.
What did the volunteers have to do once they got there?
We had to wake ourselves up, attune to these frequencies, and spread them to the rest of the planet.
That sounds impossible.
Most of those watching the Earth experiment didn't think we could pull it off.
So what happened when you got to Earth?
Once on Earth, we were taught the same fear-based beliefs that had been handed down for eons. We lived just like everyone else, totally clueless to who we were and what was getting ready to happen. But as soon as the Earth entered this cloud of frequencies, we started to question everything. And one by one, we started to wake up.
So the plan was working.
It was. The more we trusted ourselves, the quicker we reconnected. And the faster we started to remember what was happening. And since we were spread out evenly all around the planet's frequency began to rise quickly.
What happened when the planet's frequency began to rise?
The humans' experience of time began speeding up. They started manifesting their beliefs faster and faster. Those consumed with fear created even more fear, and eventually Earth just spun out of control.
What do you mean, spun out of control?
These low-frequency beliefs that had controlled the human experience for eons could no longer exist, so they began to self-destruct, and the world fell into complete chaos.
That sounds terrifying.
It was for those living in fear. But for us volunteers, we all knew it was the end of the old energy and the beginning of the new.
So then what happened?
A tipping point was reached in our awakening, and we created a new Earth.
A new Earth? What happened to the old Earth?
It continued on, allowing those who could not let go of their fears to play out their lessons. But for us, we created a new Earth that matched our higher frequency. And as easy as that, all the fear-based beliefs simply fell away. In an instant, we remembered who we were. We knew we were all connected, and we stopped hurting each other. We started respecting each other, started loving each other. We took back our power to create, and we created a new Earth without fear.
Wow. So the legends are true. What an incredible experience that must have been. Nice work.
Thanks.
So nice. Shreans, which part of the universe did you come from? How's the experiment feeling? Such a cool video. Very
Yeah.
nice.
So Nafki will end the session today, and now we can go for Q&As. Yeah.
Sure. We have many new names today.
Sure.
Shobha, we can start with you. Then go to Bhumika. Then Namrata. Shobha, are you there? Shobha Menon.
Someone, Shweta said, in short, we are the volunteers. Yes, we are the volunteers. But yes, we can see that, right? There's so much of upsurge of spirituality on the planet. I mean, there's a
Yeah, and a lot of younger people, like even in their teens and early 20s, are really moving towards healing and, Reiki or like some form of,
yeah.
doing non-physical work, but healing. Yeah.
I mean, the concept of law of attraction is so popular. It's become so popular in last few years,
Yeah.
and even in terms of, as you rightly said, questioning the old religious beliefs, dogmas, and uh, seeking the scientific approach towards spirituality.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Hi, Shobha. You can see
Hi,
you. Hi.
Hi, Shubha.
I want to really, you know, I'm so happy to be in your sessions. I have been doing something less in spirituality for a long time, but that took me to, this program took me to different level.
Thank you.
I have to tell you something that, I had suffered with cancer and I came out of it, but now I am again diagnosed with it. But I want to tell you the happy news. I don't feel as if I'm suffering from cancer.
Nice.
If the doctors, if there is any doctor or not, they will be surprised because I am suffering from renal carcinoma. And for doctors, it is so difficult. They are like this: remove the kidney, get it, go on dialysis. And I am here to really make a difference in the world. That cancer doesn't kill anyone.
Yes.
You believe in yourself.
Awesome. Awesome.
Inside of that, I
Wow.
want to make a difference in this world. Your body knows how to heal itself. Allow it. Don't resist it. Like you kept on telling, don't resist it. Don't resist it. And thank you very much for reinforcing that belief in me.
Thank you, ma'am, for applying that belief or applying that
Yes.
mindset. You are an inspiration to all of us. Thank you so much.
That is where I am standing. I want people. I don't know how that blue hand it came up, and suddenly when my name was called, I was surprised. But there is something that wanted me to talk and really make everyone get it that they are God in human form, and believe in that. You will have so much of peace.
Thank you, ma'am. Tell us something more about you, ma'am. What do you do? What was?
I am a 68-year-old lady. I got cancer when I was 57, first time. And that time I didn't know. So immediately after that, the doctors told, no, your kidney is infected. You have to remove the kidney. So I removed the kidney. I didn't know what to do. And then I was into all the programs, like I am a Landmark graduate and I was a seminar leader with Landmark.
Nice.
And inside of that, I really developed myself. Whatever you say, you are that. So I started practicing that. Like whatever comes out of my mind, my mouth is very important. Don't, I catch myself. If I get angry at somebody, I will catch. Why did I get angry? It has nothing to do with that person. Like in your speeches, you were telling, you are reflecting yourself.
Right.
So you get the opportunity to really deal with yourself. And I'm telling you, only in July 19th, I was diagnosed with renal carcinoma on the other kidney, which I had only one kidney. So that time, immediately for 2 days, I was little disturbed. What is happening? But then I got myself, how am I getting enrolled into some other person's belief? And really caught myself and brought myself back. It's true. It is not easy. Okay. It's true. I am on a strict diet, really believing that food really makes a difference in our life. I am only on fruits and vegetables, no grains, no chapati, no cooked things, no, I'm vegan and all that. But I don't see it as a difficulty. I really enjoy each and every moment I do.
Wow, beautiful.
And I really want to spread this. My dear children, you are all capable. If I can do it, everyone can do it.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing this. Such
That's,
inspiration. Thank you.
I always wanted to, means I never thought I will be sharing, but I don't know why the hand went up. So there is something,
Yes.
that has made it happen. Thank you very much, Shreyans, for the work you are doing.
Thank you.
And that selfless act you are doing, that is awesome. And as somebody yesterday told, you are a blessed soul and you are born to blessed parents. So I really want to pay my gratitude to your parents and you. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Love you all in the group. Whoever is listening to me, love you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Love you too, ma'am. You'll be
Thank you.
Wow.
such an inspiration. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. We can just end the session now. Oh my God, so beautiful. Thank you so much, Shobha. Thank you so much for sharing and making this miracle seem so real.
Yeah.
Wow. Shreans, we move to the next.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bhumika, please unmute.
Yes. Hello, sir. Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
So this is almost all of the lectures I've been feeling very positive and energized, and this has been really life-changing for me the last 26 days. But today's lecture, I don't know why it felt a little limiting to me. It felt like a little bit of confusion dilemma because when you mentioned that we are different types of souls, I felt that we are already destined, like we've already been programmed. And until now, what I was feeling that it is all free will and we are all connected. I felt very connected to everything in the universe. But now, now we know that on the base level only we are very different from each other. It felt a little bit of separation to me. And is there a way that we can be different, or is it like if that person is a mature soul, that is how he's going to behave the entire life? And I'm probably a young soul, I'm going to behave like that for my entire life. So is acceptance the only way, or is there still some free will and we can live? Probably I'm a young soul, but I do not want to live like a young soul. So is there a way out of all of this?
Oh, there's a free will. There's a free will at every stage. So, like same in the same lifetime, Valmiki became an enlightened master, right? He was a thief, he was a murderer, but he became an enlightened master. So we always have that choice, and that is where free will always take. Or you can continue to delay your journey. Both way you have a choice to fast forward or delay. But the truth is, once you understand this cycle, this is the truth. Once you understand this cycle, there is no room for judgment for anyone, right?
Yes. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Bhumika. Dilip Kumar. Dilip ji, we move to you. Please unmute. Hi.
Hello. Yeah. Good evening. This is Dilip Kumar Srivastav from Lucknow. Yeah, I was trying for many days. Today I got the chance to speak. I'm really delighted to see all the programs of Shreans. It is really wonderful. I am attending all the programs for the last 1 year and really benefited. And I just suggested your programs to some of my relatives also. So one one suggestion I want from Shreyanji that my sister's son is suffering from lungs cancer for the last 4 months, and it is diagnosed as hello. Are you able to listen to me?
Sir, we can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So he's in stage 4. He's 42 years and he's a non-alcoholic throughout the life and non-smoker also. But suddenly when it was diagnosed 4 years back, it was very much surprising that he is suffering from stage 4. So he rushed from Lucknow to Delhi, then Delhi to Bombay. And then the one affiliated hospital of Tata Memorial, that he's going under this Dr. Deshpande. So he's going for chemotherapy every fortnightly. So 4 chemotherapy is over now. I suggested your when I was seeing your all the programs, so I could know that there is scope to remove this cancer. Yeah, maybe possible to improve his condition by doing this meditation as you suggested. So my sister also asked me. I suggested that person, my nephew, just go through your meditation. I sent this clip also to him. He's doing the meditation and he likes it. But I want to know that which type of meditation he should go, whether healing meditation or anapanasati, or and how much time he should do. And one thing more, his mother asked me whether she can do on behalf of him, or he has to do his own. So please suggest how to go further.
Sure. So, any meditation is helpful, and if he can do breath work, it will be very helpful, if it possible. But otherwise, he can choose more simpler meditations like Anapanasati, or even heal your body, or even heal a relationship. Sometimes there are issues. Sometimes, most of the time, there are deeper issues like which are psychosomatic, right? Which are emotional issues. So even any meditation, when you heal that, physical healing follows. And even if he is taking chemo or any other medical support, it will at least relieve his pain. It will make this process much. The healing will be much more faster, and. And yes, as you said about mother, yes, mother can also have an intent to heal him with where she can meditate and in her meditation visualize that he is healed, he's feeling better. How would she feel when he feels already healed? So with that, you can give that positive intention and vibration to support his healing. I'm not saying it is going to heal that, but it can support. It can act as a catalyst in his healing journey. Eventually, it is his also choice to heal himself, right?
How many hours he should do the meditation if he wants to do?
And it's totally up to him. You see, sometimes in that state depends on how long one can do. So there's no fixed guideline. It could be 20 minutes, it could be 40 minutes, it could be 1 hour. It depends on how long he can do. What is more important is to the extent of, if he can do it to the time where he can really get up as a new person, where he can really feel transformed within, or a transformation of his emotional state. That is the right time. Yeah.
After chemotherapy, he's feeling little bit relief, but and he says because almost 3 cycles, it means 6 chemotherapy is completed, and he's finding relief. But chemotherapy is not the solution, and since he's stage 4, so we are worried more for the later stage after chemotherapy, how long he can sustain the chemotherapy. So this is the time when he should start practicing all these things, which are spiritual. We believe more in spirituality rather than medicine. So I think spiritually can really do some miracles or some wonders in his life. So that's why we are asking your advice in that. So if 2 hours, 3 hours, because it is the matter of his life, and he has 2 children also. This is totally family is affected. So he has to improve. That's
Right.
why we're asking. Yeah.
I've given you my understanding, I've shared my understanding, and then, of course, the more he can do, it will be better for him. But then we have to also see sometime in that physical state how much is practically possible for him. So we have to honor his choice and his state, physical state also, right?
If possible, anytime, because he's going to Mumbai every fortnight, is possible to meet you or can contact you through through your
Honestly,
number.
I'm not, neither I'm a healer, neither I'm a doctor. So honestly, whatever I know, I've shared this, right? So I cannot, there's nothing much I can do matlab, more than what I'm sharing here, in these workshops. Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Thank you, Dilip.
Lost you. Sorry.
Lost the sound. Nand Kishore, are you there? We can see your video. Please unmute.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Actually, I have attended last year 28 days and this year 28 days. I have done manifesting. I have reached my goals. Everything I have achieved because of meditation, manifesting. Thanks for this
Beautiful. Lovely.
wonderful manifestation. I got my dream studies in Germany. I'm in Germany. I have started meditation to teach here.
Oh, nice.
German people. Yes.
Lovely. You got your girlfriend or no? No, not yet manifested.
I'll manifest after.
Okay. If you find your girlfriend, try to manifest one more for me also. I'll also come then.
Thank you. Sure.
He's like, thank you.
Thank you, Nankishore. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Viha, are you there? Did Nankishore, did he have a question? I think he just wanted to share that he's teaching.
Yeah.
Viha, can you unmute, please? Love your sense of humor.
Hello.
Hi, Viha, we
Can,
can hear you. You want to turn on your
can
video?
I ask my question in Hindi? I cannot speak in English.
हाँ चलेगा, हिंदी में पूछिए।
Okay.
ये भी हिंदी चल रही है, सुबह रोज हिंदी में क्लास ले रहा हूँ तो।
हाँ, मैं ज्वाइन कर रही हूँ सर, और पहले दिन से ही। अभी आज का बाकी है, लेकिन कर लूंगी शाम को, रात को। सर, मेरा क्वेश्चन, मैं एज अ साइकोलॉजिस्ट हूँ, साइकोलॉजी टीचर हूँ और फिलोसॉफी टीचर भी हूँ। इसलिए ये आप सेशन ले रहे थे ना, तो वो मुझे थोड़ा नॉलेज तो था, अप्लाई भी करती थी, लेकिन मैंने 2015 से जॉब छोड़ दी। फिर मैं डिस्कनेक्ट हो गई। डिस्कनेक्ट ये ध्यान से, मेडिटेशन से, और मेरी किड्स थी, बच्ची थी, इनमें इतनी इन्वॉल्व हो गई कि मेरा खुद पर से ध्यान हट गया। फिर वो स्कूल जाने लगी और फिर मैं फिर आई, तो मैं जुड़ ही नहीं पाई थी अपने आप से। फिर वापस से मुझे लॉ ऑफ अट्रैक्शन सब कुछ पता है, फिर भी नहीं कर पाती थी। फिर अचानक से मैं शून्य में जाने लगी। फिर अब आपने हमको अपने आप से मिला दिया। बहुत सारा ग्रेटिट्यूड सर। मेरा 2 क्वेश्चन है कि हम इस तरह से पर्सनल लाइफ में इन्वॉल्व हो जाते हैं तो कभी कभी डिस्कनेक्ट हो जाते हैं, तो इसके लिए वापस से कनेक्ट होने के लिए हम आपसे कोई कनेक्ट हो सकते हैं? कोई
आप वापस से कनेक्ट होने के लिए मुझसे कनेक्ट नहीं होना है, आपको आपसे
नहीं नहीं, ऐसा नहीं, अपने आप से कनेक्ट होने के लिए कोई वेबिनार और
और
सेमिनार।
वैसे भी आप तो जर्मनी जा रहे हो, है ना? आपसे कैसे कनेक्ट होंगे?
नहीं मैम, सो आप अगर इफ यू आर अ पार्ट ऑफ व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप, तो हमारे जो भी वेबिनार्स है, वर्कशॉप्स है, कीप शेयरिंग ऑन दैट, है ना?
अवेयरनेस हो सकती है।
वहां छोड़ दें एंड विल ऐड यू टू द व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप इफ यू आर नॉट ऑलरेडी अ पार्ट, है ना?
ओके। और दूसरे क्वेश्चन सर, आपने मुझे ये आप 2 दिन से सिखा रहे हैं ना पारलौकिक और आत्मा, वो नॉलेज डीपली नहीं था, तो इससे मुझे क्वेश्चन आया है कि जब हम इस जन्म में पुराने संबंधों को हम एक सुधार सकते हैं, तो हम प्रेग्नेंट होते हैं, तब भी ये अपने बच्चे को सच्चित आनंद स्वरूप के ऐसा कुछ हो सकता है क्या?
नहीं, मैं समझा ही नहीं आपका क्वेश्चन क्या है।
हम जब हम प्रेग्नेंट होते हैं, जैसे उनका जो पूर्व संस्कार है वो रिमूव कर सकते हैं क्या?
नहीं 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 नहीं, वो अपना संस्कार लेके आते हैं, है ना? हाँ,
और आने के बाद ही हम उसको वाइब्रेशन
आपके
दे सकते
विचार भी उनको, आपके विचार से भी उनके संस्कार पे इम्पैक्ट आएगा, बट उनके अपने संस्कार लेके आएंगे, है ना? हाँ।
हैं। ओके। और ऐसा कुछ हो, उसके लिए कोई मेडिटेशन है क्या सर के मैं प्रेगनेंसी में जो हम करें तो उसके अच्छा वाइब्रेशन मिल सके, ऐसा कुछ?
आप कोई उसके लिए ना, आप जो भी मेडिटेशन करेंगे, आप जब
ओके।
आप जो अपना वाइब्रेशन चेंज करेंगे, तो उसका 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 फायदा उनको मिलेगा ही मिलेगा।
हाँ, वो तो मुझे मेरी फर्स्ट प्रेगनेंसी में मेरी बच्ची में मिला है, इसलिए मुझे पता है, इसलिए मैंने क्वेश्चन किया। और दूसरा कि आप जो ये नवनिर्माण और नवसर्जन हो रहा है हम सबका, तो ये सब थोड़ा अवेयरनेस नवनिर्माण या नवसर्जन पे टॉपिक के इसके बाद का हमारा जीवन हो रहा है, वो प्यार हो, अब हम प्यार हो रहे, अब नवनिर्माण की दिशा में हम आगे जा रहे हैं, तो उसके लिए थोड़ा अवेयरनेस के लिए थोड़ा कुछ होगा क्या सर सेशन में, अगले सेशन में, कि हमारा जीवन का और आगे का लक्ष्य? और
यस यस, कल और परसों 2 दिन और है, और उसके बाद उसमें मैं और बताऊंगा और गाइड करूंगा, उसके बाद फिर, और उसको बाद से उसको मेन तो प्रैक्टिस में लाना है।
हाँ हाँ हाँ, वो जरूरी है। ओके ओके, थैंक यू, लॉट्स ऑफ ग्रेटिट्यूड सर और पूरे स्टेप से।
Lundu. Are you there? Lundup, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly.
Yes, yes.
Hi.
Good
Yeah.
evening,
Good evening.
Shreanji and Madam Nagtirat. I would like to thank you. But before that, my name is Lindup Dukpa. I'm from Bhutan. I'm an educator.
Thank you, sir. Good to see you from Bhutan.
Yes, actually, we are about 5 or 6, including myself, about 6 educators.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 6 educators. I actually requested them to join your session because before your session, I completed the 40 days of meditation with Chandraji,
Yes.
the CEO. Yeah, and then after that meditation, I found your program. Then I thought I should continue. And I'm very, very lucky and fortunate today. I feel very grateful that I've actually joined your session. I have a couple of questions. My wife is also has also joined this program.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, good to see you.
Yeah. I have a couple of questions, but I would like to email these questions to you so that I don't take away much time from other people.
Yeah, you can please email it to me, but you can ask 1 or 2 questions. I would be happy to chat with you here also because sometimes when you ask questions, a lot of others also get answers.
Yes, that's quite true. Yeah. But before the question, I actually try to understand the meditation before this meditation and the meditation with Chandraji's program. I actually participated in Vipassana and other forms of meditations as well, walking meditations, but I could not continue. It wasn't that, it didn't really attracted me as these programs actually did. I actually work for now. I actually work for an NGO in an education. They invited me to actually design an education for the grades from ECC to grade 12. At the moment, I'm actually writing the curriculum, writing the policies, and like starting from the school infrastructure, which is supposed to be a new model of education for Bhutan.
Nice.
And this model actually doesn't exist. We are creating a model that is relevant for Bhutan's situations. So in the process of writing the curriculum, I got stuck in the spiritual development. And then that's why, that is one of the reasons why I started exploring about meditation. First, I have to understand myself, if I'm suggesting meditation to the school system, first I have to understand myself. I should be in a position to explain it. So for that reason, I attended the meditations, and I'm quite fortunate that I did. Now I'm quite confident I found out a way of helping our children in meditation, in developing their spirituality. Actually, and then I found out that meditation is an antidote for all the development in children. It's going to help in the education. It is going to help them spiritually, physically. I think I found this as an antidote for the development of children, starting from very young age. So with this, I would like to just ask you one question.
Yes, sir.
Actually, this is not exactly a question, also, but this is something that has been in my mind for some time. I want to ask you whether your discourses are based on Buddhism or a combination of spirituality or something else, because most of the things that you actually shared, very, very meaningful, useful. I did not read in Buddhist scriptures, actually. Probably I didn't understand Buddhism fully. Maybe that is the area of weakness. But this is something I would like to get your confirmation on this.
So it's a combination of all the spirituality, whatever I've learned from different spiritual teachers, masters, a lot of people whom I don't even know their religion or what sect they belong to. But of course, Buddha is an inspiration for me. I've learned a lot from Buddha's teachings, but not really reading some scriptures, but more of the essence of Buddha, which I learned a lot from Brahmashi Patriji, and through his understanding and knowing more about Buddha's life and his talks and his teachings. So more from, but nothing, just nothing really specific as Buddhism per se. Just a general spirituality, and the truth thing is spirituality has no religion, because truth is one, right? Truth is one. All the masters who came said the same thing in different ways, and
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying.
Thank you very much. So I have other 2 or 3 questions. I would like to email them to you
Sure,
so
sir.
that we get more clarity. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're actually helping the world to. You're actually lightening the world, the entire world, and I would like to request you to continue to do that. Despite your busy schedules, you're very, very busy man, but you have this heart, you see, you have this heart to share with the rest of the world about developing their spiritual mind. You see, this is something great. And in the next meditation sessions, I will be encouraging more friends from Bhutan to join your session, because
Lovely.
this is something I would like to recommend.
I invite you all to come to India, come to Pyramid Valley.
Oh yes, and please come to Bhutan. I will be very happy to welcome you as my guest.
I've been to Bhutan 2 years back. I love this place. Beautiful. They are so nice, so happy, so simple. Yeah, nice.
Thank you very much.
I met the king and we did meditation together.
Oh wow!
Yes. That, I think that is really wonderful. That would be wonderful. I would like to visit the Pyramid Valley, definitely.
Please do.
Yeah. So thank you very much, madam.
Thank you. Bhutan is so lucky to have you as an educator.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Hello. Oh, so sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, really nice. Who's that? Shweta. Hi.
Yes. Hello.
Yes.
Shweta, you want to ask your question?
Shweta, go ahead.
Unmute. हेलो सर, सुनाई दे रहा है?
हाँ, आवाज आ रही है बिल्कुल।
सर पहले मैं आज सारी क्वेश्चन पूछूंगी, क्योंकि मैं उस दिन भी भूल गई थी अपने सारे क्वेश्चन आपको देखते ही, तो आज मैंने लिख लिए हैं। आई एम अगेन दैट जम्मू गर्ल।
हाँ, मुझे याद है, बट मुझे बोलने का मौका देना जरूर है।
हाँ, इसलिए मैं आज सोच रही थी कि मैं आहिस्ता आहिस्ता ही पूछूंगी। सर पहला क्वेश्चन है मेरा, अलाइनमेंट में कैसे रहें? मतलब जो हम अब्राहिम हिक्स से भी सुनते हैं कि वॉर्टेक्स में आप अपनी मैनिफेस्टेशन डालो, तो वो अलाइनमेंट में कैसे रहें? मतलब क्या आप भी अलाइनमेंट में 24 घंटे रहते हैं? और एक नॉर्मल आदमी जिसने अभी स्टार्ट की है ये चीजें, वो अलाइनमेंट में कैसे रहे? वो अपनी कैसे वो वॉर्टेक्स में वो मैनिफेस्टेशन डाले जो उसको लाइफ में पाना है?
राइट। सो नहीं, तो एक एक करके आंसर करेंगे। तो ध्यान, मेडिटेशन इज द वे टू फाइंड योर अलाइनमेंट, है ना। मेडिटेशन और वे, और आप अलाइनमेंट में है कि नहीं, अगर आप अवेयरनेस में रहेंगे तो आपको पता रहेगा कि आप अलाइनमेंट में है या नहीं है। राइट, यस। मैं पर्सनली 24 घंटा अलाइनमेंट में नहीं रहता हूँ, है ना।
हाँ, मुझे वही लगा कि वो स्टेज, मतलब वो तो एनलाइटेंड सोल हो गए। मतलब क्या आप भी ऐसा कर पाते हैं, या हम लोग अभी बिल्कुल उस लेवल पे हैं कि कुछ भी नहीं कर पा रहे? तो मतलब अभी कर सकते हैं। सर दूसरा, आपकी जो मेडिटेशन है, क्या अगर जैसे आदमी थका हुआ है तो वो सो के भी कर सकता है?
हाँ, अगर कभी ऐसे थके हुए हैं तो सो के भी कर सकते हैं।
ठीक है। तो दूसरा ब्रेथवर्क मेडिटेशन जो है, जो 35 मिनट्स मिलते हैं, जिसमें हम एक ट्रांस
सो के नहीं कर सकता, लेट के कर सकते हैं।
हाँ मतलब हाँ लेट के, सॉरी हाँ और उसके बाद जो ब्रेथ वर्क मेडिटेशन है जो 35 मिनट्स का सर वो आता है, जिसमें आप एक ट्रांस स्टेट या एक अलग ही उसमें रहते हैं सर। वो जो 35 मिनट होते हैं, व्हाट वी नीड टू विजुलाइज, कैन वी विजुलाइज अवर थिंग्स व्हाट वी वांट टू मैनिफेस्ट इन अवर लाइफ?
अगर आप चाहें तो विजुलाइज कर सकते हैं, और नहीं तो सिर्फ सरेंडर के स्टेट में रहें, राइट? क्योंकि ब्रेथ वर्क इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी फॉर विजुअलाइजेशन, उसके लिए दूसरे मेडिटेशंस हैं। दैट इज द टाइम टू एक्सपीरियंस योर ओन ट्रांसडेंटल स्टेट, ओन डिविनिटी। तो जस्ट बी इन द स्टेट ऑफ सरेंडर, जस्ट लेट गो, सरेंडर, जो हो रहा है होने दें बस, है ना?
तो वो मतलब 35 मिनट इज लाइक कि आप चुप करके वो मतलब कुछ भी सोचने की ना कोशिश करें और मजे से रहें उस पीरियड में।
कोई
ठीक है
विचार आए तो अपने सांस पे ध्यान दीजिए बस, है ना? नेचुरल ब्रेथ।
फिर दूसरा मैं आज आपका जो सुबह हिंदी का था, जब ऑफिस जा रही थी तो मैं सुन रही थी, उसमें आपने जैसे बताया कि आपको 2012 में मतलब आता था कि आपको ये नॉलेज जो है लोगों को बांटनी है, एंड देन यू हैव फेस दैट 2017 एक सेटबैक, और फिर आपको लगा कि शायद ही वो एक चीज थी जिसपे आपको काम करना चाहिए था। आपने जब वो स्टार्ट किया आपका वो सारा रिकवर हो गया। तो ये शायद से मैं देख भी रही हूँ 28 दिन में लोग आपको ये जानना चाहते हैं, वो शायद से बिकॉज यू आर ए मास्टर, एंड वो हमें एक होता है ना कि हमारे लिए अब आप ही एग्जाम्पल है इस टाइम पे, हमारे लिए इंडियन अब्राहिम हिक्स तो आप ही हैं कि जो ये इसका आंसर दे सकते हैं। वो ये है कि आपको कैसे पता चला कि ये चीज आपको करनी चाहिए, मतलब कि लोगों को सिखाने से ऐसे, मतलब वो गाइडेंस आपको कैसे पता चला कि यही एक चीज है? मतलब वो गाइडेंस, जैसे मैं अगर कुछ यूनिवर्स को पूछ रही हूँ या मैं कोई मैनिफेस्टेशन कर रही हूँ और मैं विजुलाइज कर रही हूँ, और आपने एक बार किसी को कहा भी कि आप इंटेंशन सेट करिए कि मुझे रास्ता बताइए अगर आप कंफ्यूज हैं, जैसे मुझे अपनी लाइफ में कुछ करना है तो मैं अपने भगवान को कह रही हूँ या डिवाइन पावर को कहती हूँ कि आप मुझे यूनिवर्स रास्ता बताइए, व्हाट आई नीड टू डू। तो आपने वो कहा कि आपको गाइडेंस, तकरीबन आपने लोगों को बोला वो आपको गाइडेंस मिलती है। तो वो आपको कैसे वो पता चला कि यही चीज है 2012 से जो आपको इट वाज लिंगर ऑन, और आपको ये लगा कि 2017 में मतलब वो सेटबैक लगा और आपको लगा ये चीज आपकी जा रही थी, वो कोई और भी चीज हो सकती थी। तो वो एक नॉर्मल आदमी जैसा हमारे जैसा है जिसको अब समझ में आ रहा है, उसको कैसे समझ में आएगी ये चीज? मतलब वो कैसे, वो एक गेस वर्क या वो जिसको नॉर्मली बोलते हैं तुक्का, वो कैसे मारेगा कि मुझे यूनिवर्स ये कहना चाह रहे हैं?
तो मैं शुरू से ही काफ़ी बिटवीन माय फ्रेंड्स, फैमिली, आपस में अपना आइडिया, जो अपने अंडरस्टैंडिंग है वो शेयर करता था, बताता था, या कोई लोग डिस्कशन करते थे तो उसमें, या इफ दे सीक माय अंडरस्टैंडिंग एंड गाइडेंस, तो मैं उन्हें बताता था। और मैं जब उन्हें बताता था तो मैं देखता था कि उनकी लाइफ में बहुत ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन आ रहा है, और मुझे उससे बहुत खुशी होती थी। बहुत एक जो उसकी जो खुशी मिलती थी कि उसने उस चीज़ को अप्लाई किया और उससे उसकी ज़िंदगी बदल गई, तो वो मुझे रियल जॉय देता था। और मुझे लगता था कि यार मेरे को रियल सेटिस्फेक्शन तो ये सब चीज़ देता है जो लोगों को ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन करने में देता है। तब मैं सिर्फ पर्सनल लेवल पे करता था, फिर मुझे लगा कि अब जब मैं पर्सनल लेवल पे कर सकता हूँ तो क्यों ना मैं उसको बड़े लेवल पे करूँ। और वो इनर गाइडेंस, जब भी मैं उस बारे में सोचता था तो मुझे एक इंस्पिरेशन मिलता था, एक जैसे कि ऊर्जा बिल्कुल शरीर में एज इफ कि ज्यादा एनर्जी फ्लो हो रही है। तो आई न्यू कि दिस इज व्हाट माय सोल सीक्स,
सर दूसरा क्वेश्चन है जो एक नॉर्मल रहेगा, जैसे एक नॉर्मल आदमी होता है, अब हम मानते हैं कि कुछ होता है लाइफ में, एंड देन यू स्टार्ट सीकिंग थिंग्स, आप कोर्सेज करते हैं, आप नए नए मास्टर करते हैं, आपको लगता है किसके साथ आपका कनेक्शन हो रहा है, फिर आप नॉर्मली इस लैंग्वेज में बोला जाता है कि वो स्पिरिचुअल अवेकनिंग हो रही है हमारी। और जैसे मुझे लगा आप 28 दिन में हम लोग आपसे जुड़े हैं, कई चीजों में मुझे ज्यादा तक समझ में आया। जब भी आपने लोगों से बात की, आपने लोगों को बोला आप अवेयरनेस पे मतलब अवेयरनेस आप विटनेस करिए उस चीज को देखो कि कैसा हो रहा है। जैसे अब नॉर्मल लाइफ में आप भी पेरेंट हैं, आपके भी 2 बच्चे हैं, जैसे एक आदमी का रिएक्शन आता है, कोई चीज बच्चा आपकी नहीं मान रहा, या कोई आपकी फैमिली में ही कोई मेंबर है जो आपके हिसाब से नहीं चल रहा, या फिर आपकी कोई ऐसी चीज जो आपने एक टारगेट किया है वो अचीव नहीं हो रहा, तो नॉर्मल गुस्सा तो आता है। जो मैंने भी पाया 28 दिन में, जबकि मैंने कभी आज तक मेडिटेशन की, दिस वाज द फर्स्ट टाइम कि आई हैव डन योर गाइडेड मेडिटेशन, जिसमें मुझे ऐसा लगता है, मैंने पिछली बार भी आपको बोला कि मैं बहुत बोलती हूँ, मेरे में बहुत वो चीज है, लेकिन मुझे कहीं ना कहीं 28 दिन में ये तो लगा कि मेरा गुस्सा कम हो गया। वो क्यों? क्योंकि आपने जैसे कहा अवेयरनेस, तो पहले क्या होता था, मुझे कोई कुछ बोलता था, वो अभी बोल रहा होता था, तो मुझे होता था आई नीड टू आंसर, आई नीड टू रिस्पॉन्ड। अब मुझे वो आपकी वाली बात याद आती है कि आप 15 मिनट रुक जाइए और उसके बाद देखिए आपको क्या करना है, और 15 मिनट के बाद आते हैं अब क्या लड़ना है, छोड़ दो यार, वो बात ही चली जाती है। तो वो एंगर तो समझ में आया, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं सर हम थोड़े मटीरियलिस्टिक वर्ल्ड में रह रहे हैं। कहीं ना कहीं आपको कंपटीशन, वो एक भावना, आपकी भावना रहती है कि आपको लोगों के साथ कुछ कॉम्पीट करना है, जो कुछ करना है। तो जो एक रिएक्शन टाइम होता है, जैसे आपका भी आप भी एक नॉर्मल फैमिली लाइफ में है, आप क्या आपको वो बिल्कुल ही 24 घंटे में वो एंगर आता ही नहीं है? मतलब आप कोई तो चीज होती होगी जो आपको भी ट्रिगर करती होगी।
100% करती है, बट जब करती है तो, और कभी मेरे को गुस्सा भी आ जाता है या कभी मैं किसी को कुछ बोल भी देता हूँ, बट फिर रियलाइज़ होता है कि यार ये तो मैंने गलत किया है, या दिस इज़ नॉट आई शुड हैव बिहेव। तो मैं तुरंत, फिर मैं जैसी रियलाइजेशन आता है मैं सॉरी भी बोल देता हूँ, और मेरे एक मन में ये भी रहता है कि यार नेक्स्ट टाइम आई बी मोर अवेयर, मोर कॉन्शियस।
तो दैट मीन्स हम ये मान के चले कि जैसे अब मुझे भी वो रियलाइज होने लगा है कि क्यों गुस्सा किया, सॉरी बोल देती हूँ, ये तो एक आत्मा है, इसको नहीं पता है। अब मुझे ऐसा लगता है मैं ही ज्यादा मतलब एनलाइटन होती जा रही हूँ, मतलब वैसे नहीं, बट जैसे थोड़ी चीजें पता चलती जा रही हैं। तो
राइट।
अब एक, और दूसरा मुझे अब आपकी वो बात अच्छी लगी, मुझे ये लगा कि स्पिरिचुअल अवेकनिंग का ये भी मतलब होता है कि वी नीड टू डू समथिंग लाइक दैट बाबा, एंड यू नीड टू टॉक वेरी वो अच्छा अच्छा, कि आपको इतना मटेरियलिस्टिक नहीं रहना है। देन यू सेड नहीं नहीं हम भी पार्टी करते हैं। देन आई सेड ओके, हम अपनी लाइफ में रह सकते हैं। इट इज जस्ट दैट कि हमें एक अवेयरनेस रखनी है कि मुझे गुस्सा आ रहा है, तो मुझे ये सोचना चाहिए कि कोई बात नहीं, मतलब मैं उस चीज को थोड़ा सा अवेयर होके उस चीज से पीछे हट जाऊं। तो इसका ये मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं मतलब मैं उस चीज को चेंज बेटर पर्सन नहीं बन रही हूँ, मतलब वो भी आहिस्ता आहिस्ता चीजें विद टाइम हो जाएंगी। क्योंकि
बिल्कुल।
सर हमारे लिए तो कंपैरिजन, अभी मास्टर आप हो ना, हम तो आप ही को देख रहे हैं कि आप कैसे हैं। वो तो मैं समझ गई कि मतलब ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि हमको बस एक अच्छे कोशिश करनी है कि हम एक अच्छा एक अच्छी राह को लेके चलें। ऐसा नहीं है कि हम परफेक्ट मूर्त बन सकते हैं, बट कहीं ना कहीं अवेयर होना है उन चीजों से।
राइट, राइट।
ठीक है सर,
Thank
यही क्वेश्चन थे। थैंक यू सो मच सर, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू,
thank
थैंक
you,
यू,
Shweta.
थैंक
थैंक
यू।
यू सर।
So, Shreans, one more question.
यस।
Yeah.
सर वैष्णो माता भी जरूर आइएगा।
हाँ, आऊँगा ज़रूर, ज़रूर, ज़रूर। एंड आई लव कश्मीर, ब्यूटीफुल।
आइए सर, आइए।
यस, यस।
Shaila, are you there? Or Shaila? Shaila, please unmute.
There's one more Shweta. I don't know if she was the same Shweta. She's been selling.
There is one more Shweta, Shweta Gupta.
Keshav, can you add her to the panelist? Yeah. In the meantime, you can go to someone.
Shweta. Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Shreans?
Yeah. Namaste.
Thank you so much. Actually, I was trying to get in from train journey when I was in train day for yesterday, but I couldn't do that because of poor signal. So first of all, yesterday's session because of the same travel, and I got tears in my eyes after seeing that Bravadan girl's video.
Yes.
As Kanchanji, seeing the most divine mother who has blessed us with two real gems, like I'm speechless to express my gratitude. And the third thing, the question answer session yesterday, I got all my questions, which were popping on in my mind. And to surprise you, I am also from Jammu and again Shweta, but with little experience because, but all the questions she has asked are very much relevant, which are, roaming in my mind also.
Yes, that's true.
When we are undergoing this course for 28 days, so definitely life is a challenge and we are learning each lessons, each day by being in this graceful soul journey. But what to do, like how to face the challenges when we have many people, those who are not attending Shreans session and those who have not met Shreans till now. That is the, I think, biggest question which keeps coming again and again. So I don't know what is the answer for that.
वो अच्छा है, वो मुझे नहीं मिल रहा है तो बेटर है, क्योंकि दूर
मिलना
से
चाहिए।
दूर से मैं ज्यादा बेटर लगता हूँ, जब मिल लेंगे तो उनको लगता है अरे ये तो हमारे जैसे ही है, कोई फर्क ही नहीं है।
I know we're all one, yes, but this kind of vision, the kind of purpose, and then the ability to achieve that purpose which you have done, I don't think I have not seen any such soul. I've met many spiritual gurus, many people till now in my 11th year of yoga journey, but not a single person could ever, touch that point in the heart and the soul.
Thank you,
So
thank you.
immense gratitude. And on my birthday on 30th, I will be meeting you again in the meeting. For that, this is my birthday gift to myself.
Oh, lovely.
That
We'll celebrate your birthday on the last day then. Thank you.
Yes, I will do that. And also on 5th or 6th, as I had a chat with you, in case you're in Bangalore, please give me a chance to meet you in
Oh yes,
person.
yes. So I'll let you know. Yeah, I'm on your. We communicated on WhatsApp, so I'll let you know. Yeah.
And Shreans, one question today, and like in yesterday's meditation, I heard you saying that in this particular transgenerational healing, like when we heal ourselves through the meditation, we have to heal with the blood relations, right?
Yes.
So what to do if you have a such feeling for like a spouse side or some relation from this side, if you want to forgive
No,
them?
so of course you can do it in other meditations, but this specific meditation is for healing your own family tree, right? Because the whole guidance was about your father, your mother, their father, your mother, and if you start thinking about somebody else, then you lose the track, right? So that's why I specified that, because everybody says, what about my mother-in-law? First thing everybody asks, what about my mother-in-law? But here we are focused on that. So every meditation is for a different purpose, and here the purpose was because that is what you are inheriting from your family tree, and so that's why that is what we want to heal. Yeah. But of course you can in other meditation you can focus on other person and work on that relationship, like the meditation heal your relationship itself.
Yeah,
You
so
can focus on someone else.
like breathwork, or it is Anpansati, like I am in love with both of them actually.
Yeah, no, the meditation is there, na, heal your relationship for healing other relationships.
Okay, that is there in the app also. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Please convey my regards to Auntie Ji. Thank
Yes.
you so for bringing her there on the right time. Thank you, Nafti.
Thank you,
Have a
Shweta.
wonderful stay in Pyramid Valley.
Oh yes, if I get a chance, that will be a dream destination. Thank you.
Thank you.
Shreans, one or two people have been waiting for a while.
Yeah, let's take two people. Yeah.
Anna? ATP Yogesh or Yogesh. Yogesh ji.
Yes. Hello. Last time also I attended your session. Lots of gratitude. After the session also, every day I've been doing the meditation from your recordings.
Nice.
Every night before sleeping, I'll do the meditation, then go to sleep, listening to the rest of the talk. I'll go up to sleep. Now, my question is, what about this spirituality which we've been brought up with? All this, do your Gayatri mantra, do your Hanuman Chalisa every day, go to the temple and all those things. What about that spirituality?
So,
what difference does that make?
Pardon?
What difference does that make?
So it's like, when you go to class 10th, you don't go back to class 2 or class 5. But if you want to, you can, it's your choice. But if you already know a better way, if you know a much evolved way, when you say Hanuman Chalisa, what did Hanuman do? So Hanuman did meditation. That's why he called Pavan Putra. तो जब आप खुद ही पवन पुत्र बन गए, so why do you want to, so what is the point of doing his चालीसा? अगर आपको तेंदुलकर बनना है तो आप क्रिकेट खेलेंगे तो तेंदुलकर बनेंगे, तेंदुलकर का चालीसा गिनेंगे, ओम तेंदुलकराय नमः, ओम तेंदुलकर नमः, तो उससे तो तेंदुलकर नहीं बनेंगे. तो आप जो हनुमान कर रहे हैं ध्यान, जिससे वो हनुमान बने, जिससे वो पवन पुत्र कहलाते हैं, जिससे उन्होंने सब शक्तियां पाई, अब आप वही रास्ता जानते हैं, तो अब उनकी पूजा या अर्चना करके क्या फायदा? वो उनको तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, वो तो आपके पूजा के लिए वेट नहीं कर रहे हैं, या उनको तो कोई, आप करें तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा, नहीं करें तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है. पर आपको बनना है वैसा, तो फिर उन्होंने जो किया वो वैसा करें, ना कि उनकी पूजा करें। और अब आप वो मार्ग जान गए वो वैसा बनने का, तो फिर पूजा करके क्या फायदा कि उतना टाइम अगर और है ही है तो फिर उतना टाइम और ध्यान कर लें।
You've cleared my mind totally. Thank you so much. Lots of gratitude to you. Now, for the rest of the days, I'll be doing the second course every day before I go to sleep.
Thank you.
And I want to come to Bangalore also. My brother is already there in Bangalore at the moment. So I've asked him to come and visit Pyramid Valley. I'll be coming to Bangalore maybe. I don't know when.
Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your.
Thank you. Nirmala, we'll go to you last. No?
Ma'am, you're
No audio.
yeah.
I'm waiting for this chance for quite some time. So I'm basically a teacher's trainer. And recently, one of the schools, they were asking, do you have any such training where, we can have some children understand this? I'm not talking about the meditation part, because I want to do something like this where the children realize, because sometimes, I do training to understand studies like memory. So children do rote learning, and I tell them that this is how your brain works. This is how you have to, study. So in a similar way, they should understand that their thinking is something which is very, very important, and your thinking changes your whole life.
Right.
So meditations they are doing, and we always, as a teacher, we did that. And I feel now I have reached a teacher's age. I wish I had met you when I was in school, because at that time we were given, it was drilled into us that honesty is the best policy. Acha karo to acha mile, ye karo, wo karo. And we grew up thinking that is it, we have to do, don't wait for the fruits. But I don't think it worked with me, especially. I don't think it worked. I should have changed my thinking. I always was one person who did my work very, very diligently and waited for the result to come. I never worked anything towards my own growth. So I want the children to understand that from a young age, that आप इस तरह से सोचो, इस तरह से आप ये करो तो आपकी लाइफ बदल जा सकती है.
So ma'am, you are teacher's trainer, and I think you are the best person to do it.
But what should I include in this? Because I'm not able to, how can I make the teachers, because teachers are asking that in a day-to-day classroom, how can we
we have made Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement under the guidance of Patri sir. They have made a curriculum from class 1 till class I think till 8th. They made a curriculum and books like how earlier they used to be model science, like these are spiritual science books for different classes. So if you can write it to me, I'll connect you to the concerned person who's taken up this project, and they can help you with the curriculum and guide them. And they also go to schools and teach this.
Basically I'm a pranic healer, and we do sessions of twin heart or super brain yoga, and all these things are done by pranic healers. And another question which always I felt I went wrong in most of my after 30s, my life suddenly there was a lot of negativity in my life. So one thing I want to ask is, you say that when we think and when we repeat something, it manifests in our life. But suppose something is happening to me, is it okay to talk about it to someone, or keep it in your mind and think positive about the person who has done harm to you? Because sometimes we just want to tell someone and just open our heart. So does it affect our thinking and take us in the wrong path? That is what I wanted to know. Suppose now someone has done something really bad to me, and I can't tell this to my spouse or to my friend, and then I again repeat it.
No, it's okay to talk about it to somebody, but again, uh, as long it is to pour your heart out and once and for all, rather than keep it active in your vibration by repeating it to 20 different people and saying this and this and acting like a poor me or a victim. So it is from what state you do it, and once you do it and you feel lighter and you're done with it, then you work on yourself. So it's fine to share, it's fine to share, it's fine to express. The whole idea of spirituality does not mean you do not express yourself. You express it, but in a gentle, with all the with the awareness. Okay, I am doing this and this makes me feel lighter, which is fine, right? And then you work on to change yourself. Work on yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, and last question, sorry.
No, it's fine.
My parents are no more. Long back, they, at 98, only both of them. Recently, when I was doing meditation, suddenly I started crying. Suddenly, I felt that I had not done enough for my parents. So I felt as if they are giving me some message. And now, of course, I can't undo what I have done. But can I do something where I feel that, because sometimes we get so involved in our own life, and I didn't have, much time with them because I am the youngest born and I was born very late to my mother. And by the time I had some maturity, they were no more. So, but like I felt during the meditation, something I felt a message coming to me that I could have done much better than I wanted to. So is there some way I can satisfy this thing in me that I couldn't do as much I wanted to?
So a lot of times any guilt, any regret doesn't really serve you. It's fine. Whatever has happened, and this is life, right? So this is we learn from the mistakes. We even what so focus on the lesson. What did now they are gone. They're on the other dimension. Of course, energetically you can seek forgiveness. What we do in transgenerational healing, and seek forgiveness, which is fine. But apart from that, what is the lesson which you would not repeat with others in your relationship? What that is more important. So focus on the lesson, and that is most important. Don't worry. What has done is done. It's gone. As long the fact that you have awareness, and the only way you can help yourself and others is by learning the lesson, not by feeling guilt.
Yeah. So thank you, and a lot of blessings to you, and keep your blessings on us. Thank you so much, and I will come and meet you. I am so close to Pyramid Valley, not finding the time. I must come.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Navki. Thank you,
Thank you,
Keshav.
Nirmala. Thank you so much. Wow, Shreans, some spectacular sharing today.
Yeah.
Very, very deep and very
Yeah.
heart churning.
And I always seen during the end of these 28 days, it is much more deeper and meaningful, because
Yeah. A lot of the surface questions are kind of
I
seen.
already answered and gone. Yeah.
So a lot of filtered
Yes.
deep stuff comes out. And I think also everybody gets more open as the healing starts and you're more open to talk about it.
Yeah.
You feel comfortable.
True.
It's just 2 days left. I'm feeling like I need a new soul contract after this. Okay. So thank you so much, friends. Thank you for the journey, for your time, for staying with us till the end. And tomorrow we'll meet again as we delve further deep into this topic, and we'll talk about soul contracts, law of karma, and life between lives regression. So it's going to be a fantastic journey.
And day after tomorrow, we are going to start with walking meditation. So
That's
just also
okay.
remember to announce it tomorrow. Yeah.
Walking meditation.
Yeah, day after tomorrow, so that they can go outdoors in the evening, and then we start. Right. Yeah.
Perfect. So I'll try and remember that for tomorrow.
Yeah.
And thank you so much. See you tomorrow on the other side.
Yes. See you all, friends. See you tomorrow. Thank you.
See you, Shreans.
Somebody asked when they want to see Keshav, so I'm sure we'll see him on the last day. We could not have done this without Keshav. So yes.
Absolutely. He's such a darling.
Yeah.
See you, everyone.
See you.
उड़ जाएगा